Hey guys, Carl here. I gotta go far into the country today. Just thought I'd do a little video, little Timmy style. We've got snow, as you can see. Lots of snow. Yeah. So it's gonna be a long day, probably a longer night. Anyway, so lots of questions about Timmy. He's, he made it to Florida. And now he's in the Villages, staying at JJ's house, staying in JJ's guest room. What's wrong with the perfect camper? Why can't he sleep out there? I don't know. Does Bev like it? I don't think so, because he's only there for a moment, and then him and JJ are out driving around in the golf cart. Because, Bev's like, get him the fuck out of here. I know we offered to let him come stay, but the polite thing to do is to say no. I mean, who is an adult fucking person that stays at somebody else's house? Especially when they got a camper. Even relatives usually stay at a hotel, unless they're really, really close. Or you're really, really close friends. I don't know. Maybe I'm not as magnanimous as JJ and Bev. But I wouldn't put him up as a guest in my house. And of course, he's running around. Oh, I live in the Villages. Da da da. The Villages would be cool. I don't mind seeing the Villages. That'll be all right. He did a big video about minimalism. As you know, I'm into minimalism. But I'm gonna hold off on that. The only thing I'm gonna say is somehow he got it to $30 a day in his mind, forgetting about that you have to purchase the camper, and the camper costs $50K or so, and then forgetting the fact that you have to own a vehicle to pull it, and a vehicle to pull it's going to be $50K, so you're going to have $100K in assets. Either you had to purchase them or you already have to have them, but that money didn't drop out of the sky. You had to purchase it. Well, I'm in my winter cabin. It's an apartment. We pay around $900 a month, and it ekes out to about $30 a day. But I don't have any investment in it. When I'm done using it, I can go. I got I don't have to dump tanks, shower. I've gone over all that stuff before. But that's $30 a day. Traveling, I think if you added up his costs, if you do it like a trucker would do or a business would do, you have depreciation. It's not just the gas. And so if you took depreciation into account on his mileage, he could have flown out there on an airplane, stayed in a fancy hotel, and gotten a bunch of perks for staying in the hotel and gambling there. So I think he paid more by going out there in the RV. That's just me. But tonight, 6 o'clock Central Time's where I'm at in Illinois, Blind Views is going to come on, and he did a trailer saying he's going to talk all about that. So I'm not going to go into any of that because he's going to cover it well. I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to be stuck out here in the wilderness the whole time he's got his show on. So that'll give me something to listen to that'll be fun. And of course, Life of Vibe is back, and she's all over him. I don't know. Justice can't come soon enough for this guy. I mean, he's buying small cups of coffee, walking around, filling them up 4 times, only paying for one little cup. Just the little things. And he can't read. He can't read at all, and he's driving around, and now he's in the Villages. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a grumpy old man today because it's snowing, and I'm going to be out in the cold. I don't know. I got to get a lot more jolly, that's for sure. But Miss Vicky said about childhood memories with Santa and stuff like that. I've got a few, and then you kind of wonder how skewed they get because memories are like a copy machine. You have your original memory, and so if you make a copy of a piece of paper that's on it, and then you make another copy of the piece of paper, and then you make a copy of that, and then you make a copy of that, it's still there, but it gets somewhat distorted. So when you're older, your memories of youth, who really knows how accurate they are? And then people will tell you stuff you remembered with. Like my wife, I guess when she was 3 years old, her parents were smokers, and they had the ashtray under the couch, and she got under the couch and ate some cigarettes and stuff. But it's pretty funny, so it's a funny story, so they tell her all about it. She doesn't have any memory of it, but she's been told it so many times in so many ways and so vividly, she almost feels like she has a memory of doing it. It's probably a bad example, and I'm sure she wouldn't like me sharing that with people, but it's no big deal. All of us have stories about when we were 3 years old and we did something really stupid, and our parents told us about it over and over again. But if you have that kind of story about something you did when you were 3, do you think you remember it, or do you realize that you're just remembering what you've been told? And of course, Tim lies so much; his memory's all distorted. He doesn't know fact from fiction. Doesn't know. And so I'm super bored here. Hoping you're super bored with me. Yeah. 13 days until Christmas. Trying to remind you, get all that stuff done. Got a few more gigs to get in before we get there. Yeah, Father Christmas is in demand. It's a busy time of year. Yeah. And like I told you last night, I made a video and then I took it down because I didn't like it, but I was telling you why there's so many channels where people are AI and they don't give you their identity. And even these haters on our channel like Garth and Rick Martin YouTube and Chris Google Maps, they may not be really creators, but they hide. They don't show who they are or where they are or what they're doing. They don't have any opinions on anything other than you personally suck and everything you do is awful, which is fine. I mean, I don't give a shit. You guys can do that. It's more fun when you're funny about your comments instead of just being flat out mean or threatening. Yeah, so I was telling you, I always wanted to do this channel when I was an attorney, and if you go way back in my videos in the very beginning, I've left them up. I got some videos I did when I was an attorney. They're kind of silly. But I could no way do this as an attorney because I'm telling you, you get people that call up, threaten you. There'd be false bar complaints. There'd be complaints all over the place. And I only said that, and then yesterday I'm in line to get loaded up. And when we're in line at Amazon to get loaded up, we're on our break. That's our break until they hit load. So officially we are on break. It's our own time. I don't have any choice about the clothes I wear when I deliver. I'm required to wear this uniform. I can't not wear it. But it's my own time. I'm on break. I have to be in the vehicle. I have to have the coat on. So Mr. Ricky Martin YouTube comes on and says, hey, you can't be doing videos spout hateful with an Amazon video on an Amazon van. I don't know. Maybe he's right. I don't really care. But I'm doing it. That's what this whole channel's about. I don't give a shit. I might get some money this month, but it's not about money. It's just about having fun. But I've always had hobbies that make me money. Basically, this job is my hobby that makes me money because I don't have to do it. And so then he's threatening about calling my employer. So I let my employer know today. And, if you know anything about Amazon, I technically and legally do not work for Amazon. I work for a contractor who works for Amazon. Amazon has a say. I'm not saying if he complained and he was right, something would happen, but I don't care. I could get picked up by another DSP. I got tons of other companies that have job offers. I have an open job offer for the place that I worked 30 days ago. And Ricky Martin YouTube It was Werner Enterprises that I worked for. In case you care, in case you want to have something to do, you can call them up. Oh, you're such a jerk. But yeah, and then I looked up Ricky Martin YouTube. He's got 38 subscribers, 0 content. He's never made a video. All he does is complain and kiss Tim's ass. And I think the only thing, everything you said that was right, except homophobic comments. I'm not making homophobic comment. I don't care if someone is not heterosexual. But Tim isn't heterosexual, and we all know it. And it's not homophobic. I'm just pointing out a fact. So if you got fact that he isn't gay, let me know. Prove it. I don't care. Maybe he's bisexual. I don't really care what he is. It don't matter to me. It's just he preaches this crushing for Christ, and he talks to old people like he's a saint. And here he is, thieving coffee and grifting and taking people's money and grifting on people's generosity, which is just not good. And we point it out. There's nothing phobic about it. I don't dislike the guy personally, but I don't like how he conducts himself in society. And I think society would be better off without him. So I don't think justice can come soon enough for old Timbo. I don't know why he's staying at Jay and Bev's house. That's just a mystery to me. But anyway, so any of you haters out there that are watching me and you want to complain about nameless and faceless channels, I'm telling you right now, this is why they're nameless and faceless. Because they probably have a darn good reason not to have you numbskulls mess around in their life. And they still want to have fun on YouTube. And I don't know, maybe you just don't want them to. Who knows? Anyway, that was kind of nasty. So let's try and joy up here before I let you go. Look at this snow. It's beautiful. It's a great day here in Illinois. It's 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Woo! I can't complain about that because I got a bunch of friends on here that are in Detroit, Michigan, UP, Minnesota. I got no right to complain about the cold. And Tim, you definitely don't have any right to complain about the cold. Darn, I'm supposed to get cheery. I don't know. Maybe this is just the day I'm not going to be cheerful. I didn't really like that comment. But my channel's not fake. I'm sharing stuff with everybody. But I am looking forward to Blind Views. He's going to make me laugh my ass off tonight. It's going to be great. I'm still going to have fun. I'm just taking my time being safe. You guys have a great day. 13 days until Christmas. Woo-ha! Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.